today I decided to play in a tournament with a deck that has been forgotten. You see, when it comes to the Pokemon TCG, or any TCG in general really, a new meta always forms not too long after a new expansion is released, or in Pokemon's case specifically, a new rotation comes into effect. With these changes often involving new shiny toys, the older decks are often left to the wayside, even though they may still have something to them. So I wanted to bring attention to a deck that may be a victim of that very problem, and find out if there is indeed something to it. And that deck, my friends, is Blissey with Monkey Dory. Let me explain myself. With the way the meta is taking shape, especially with the release of Badoo and the uprising of Dragapult, tanking has become a much more viable option in the Pokemon TCG. And this is best reflected by the rise of Archaludon, a deck that focuses on dealing aggressive damage and using Professor's Turo to heal off the damage done before, giving you what feels like a whole turn advantage in the prize trade. So the idea here is, with Blissey literally enjoying that exact strategy, it should perform well in this format. And let's also not forget, it does have a crucial counter to Dragapult, that being Monkey Dory. You see, the idea behind this Blissey deck is relatively simple. Charge up Blissey with Turbo Energize and use its return attack to not only deal 180 damage, but also draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. And in the following turn, use Blissey's Happy Switch ability to move energy between Monkey Dories on your board to not only heal off your Blisseys, but also deal damage to the opponent's Pokemon in any way that you like, often allowing you to take multi-prize turns and survive for even longer. And what's also great with the Blissey is it does alleviate the problem of Sharon's Care, in that it is a supporter that doesn't draw you any cards, because of course Blissey has the return attack, allowing you to draw until you have 6. So this deck genuinely seems to be in a spot where, at least for now, it should be taken a little bit more seriously. But there are decks that we still need to keep an eye out for. We're not out of the woods just yet. That being one-hit knockout decks, otherwise known as OHKO decks. But with Badoo and establishing item lock, these OHKO decks have been slowed down, giving time for setup decks like Dragapult to set up. But that isn't problem averted, as there are still OHKO decks out there that can thrive even with Badoo around. So although there has been a rise in the tank strategy recently, there's still some problematic matchups to avoid. Now, there is one factor that needs to be taken into account, and it has nothing to do with the deck and everything to do with me. I haven't been called the misplayed king for no reason, my friends, all right? We all know I'm prone to them, and trust me, I will make some. But before we get to the games, no, this isn't a sponsored segment, so hold right there. Stay, pay attention, okay? I'm going to break down the tournament for you and how this is going to work. So the tournament is initially an 8 Swiss round tournament of best of 1. So to break it down in layman's terms, we play one game for 30 minutes, and whether you win, lose, or tie, that is that. This tournament, though, doesn't have a top card, so our goal is going to be simple. We want to get top 8, if not top 16 in a tournament that, in this case, I think consisted of around 60 odd players. As to finish in the upper half of a tournament with a deck that no one is really playing anymore, and also with my abilities and misplay problems, I think that would be a decent win. And so we have the deck, we have the goal, let's see if we can achieve it. I'm gonna go first. All right, I think they know that I want to go second with my Turbo Energize, but I was actually debating whether or not I want to go first or second myself, if I'm honest, because at the end of the day, the more turns they have to like pop off here and get energy in this discard pile, the better it is for them. So I think going first might have actually been the right call, especially with this energy. Let's go for an S-Ball, and we'll get a Chansey down. And I think I really should just be attaching an energy and passing. I want to see if I can get a turbo. It'd be really nice to get early attacks off, but that's fine if not. If I have to turbo energize the turn afterwards, that's also okay, but not ideal. Let's see. Nest Ball coming in as I get a Radiant Greninja down. Okay. They also go for concealed cards here and throw another Nest Ball down. It's 2 Nest Ball gone. Charcadet in play. An Ultra Ball as well. Damn, they got a lot of balls opening up, hey? Chill out, mate. Assuming they're going to go for Squawk here? No, they're going to try and item lock me? I'm not too fussed about that in the slightest. I'm assuming this is a bit of an autoplay. I'm not fussed at all about... Wait, you've got to have a... Okay, reset. She was like, hold on, you're not just going to retreat Badoo right there. No, definitely not. Okay, that's fair. I'm not too fast about item lock here. This actually gives me maybe a turn to go for Turbo Energize with the Arven and see where I can go from there. They preemptively Ultra Ball for a Ceruledge, though. What's the energy count? Currently at 3. We know they can get more, so it's 4 now. So they're doing enough. Enough to knock me out next turn from the active spot. Things to think about. Charizard, you can do something for sure. To be fair, all I can do is play Arven. I think I do just go for the Turbo Energize play. Well, I can't trolley now because I'm under item lock. So what if I just preemptively get an Ultra Ball? I think that's probably the smart move. Yeah. All right, we'll do that. And I'll just straight Turbo Energize. Yeah. All right, let's just go for it. We'll go for a Turbo Energize onto the bench Chansey. And we'll get both Fire and Dark into play. They could gust me up, though, and that could be quite devastating. We'll see. Yep. The Hyper Blower coming in. That's going to allow them to do it. And they go for a Concealed Cards as well. Evolve to Ceruledge. And I'm assuming they're just going to straight knock me out here. I mean, it's not the end of the world, to be honest with you. It does suck, though. That's the real problem. You don't go second, you can struggle. Maybe going second is definitely the ideal still then. It's good to learn that, but it doesn't feel great. Yeah, there's the Abyssal Plane for the knockout. At least we have no item lock anymore. That's good. And hopefully I can just get a better board out. You know what I mean? We'll see. Oh my... Hello? Oh, that is so clutch. You do not even know. All right, let's throw the turbo down. I think I want to poke it. I want to see if I can get... do you know what? That's fine. That's great. We can Arven here. We can get ourselves the trolley and a rigid band and then go for a trolley. Lovely. Look at this. Chansey out. Monkey Dory's out. I think I go for another Chansey. And I don't think I get the Roaring Moon out. I think the Moon's too much of a liability at this point. So maybe I just fill out my board here. Well, I could Charizard next turn, actually, if they do get a knockout on me. So I think I'm just going to do that. I definitely attach the rigid band. That's going to be a huge part in just keeping these Chanseys alive. So I have to do that. I have to Ultra Ball. I think I definitely get rid of Vessel and maybe the Zard. I think I get rid of Zard. I can recover Zards. Yeah, and having these Arvens back would be kind of good. So let's get a Blissey out, and I'm pretty comfortable in thinking we're going to survive the hit. So let's just go for Palpad and recover the Arvens. We have Sharon's Care available. That's massive. So I think that's a pretty good response. I'm actually really happy with that. You couldn't really get much better, could you? They go for a Concealed Cards, though, and they also go for Heavy Ball. They go for a Pokestop, too. I've just noticed I'm looking at my opponent's list. There is no Briar. That is huge. I don't know why they're not playing Briar. They could just take multi-prize turns on me, but they're just choosing not to play the card. I guess it's harder to find, but whenever I play Ceruledge, Briar comes in clutch so much. So I don't know what they're thinking, but I'm buzzing with that one. Some more energy coming into play, and it's going to be hard for them. So the total energy they play is 18, which is effectively more than enough to hit over 300 odd damage. But you need to do a lot. You need to go to the serious endgame to achieve that. There's an Iono, though. Oh, my Sharon. I said the bottom of the deck. Don't do that. Oh. Well, I could play Pokegear, shuffle the deck with a Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, play Pokegear, maybe increase chance of hitting it. Palkia, I'm not too bothered by Palkia. Or even Greninja. None of my Pokemon are, like, bothered by Moonlight Shuriken, which is really nice. So, we'll see. I don't know. This is a deck I wanted to avoid. I'll be real with you. But if we can make it work, that would be really good. We could also hopefully try and build a KO on Fez. That could be good. Only hitting 140, though. That is so good. Do I just go for the double monkey instead? Maybe I could take a 3-price turn here on the Badoo? Or maybe that play is better. I'm going to Nest Ball just to shuffle up. Or maybe I go for the third. Oh, the third monkey could be oh, wait, hold on. I could get 3 Blissey out here. Oh my God, that could be huge. Okay, I'm going for the monkey. I don't know if it's the right call or not. I'm so nervous. I go for a... bro, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going to Ultra Ball. I'm going to Ultra Ball, get another Blissey. Right, that allows me to get 1 movement off of this... yeah, this, I definitely do that. Yeah, I get 1 energy off the monkey. Okay, I'm figuring it out. Okay, hold on. I think I Adrenabrain onto Badoo to just guarantee the knockout, get an extra card in my hand. So that way I have more discard fodder if I Ultra Ball again. Oh, Iono. No, I do still think I Ultra Ball here and get a third Blissey. God. It's just whether or not it's worth healing. I mean, they hit 140 on me before. They're going to get loads more energy and discard power this time around. I can effectively hit off 60 more damage, which means they need to hit a 180 on me, right? No, they need to hit a lot. I'm going for it. All right, let's halve them. I'm going to get an Ultra Ball. I can get rid of the Turbo Energize. That's fine. And I'm going for it. Ultra Ball, Iono, Turbo Energize gone. And we get the third Blissey out. This is the ideal situation now. Pretty much everything. We got Boss as well, which is so nice. So let's go for a happy switch here. Onto Monkey Dory. Use it again. That Adrenabrain ability. And we will soften up the Fez. We'll happy switch for the 3rd time. and move it to this monkey. Everybody's having a bit of a piece of the pie. And we'll move damage this time around. What's your... Yeah, I think I still move it to the Fez. Yeah, because it's 180. We want to get to basically 161 at KO. And then I just simply... I can happy switch again. Maybe I happy switch onto a Blissey this time around. It depends if I'm going to survive the turn or not. Can they get 5 more energy to discard? They can. But I have enough Blissey in play to be fine. Well, actually, no, I have enough Blissey in play anyway to use on my Monkey Dory. So I think I do happy switch onto a Blissey here. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm just going to go for a return. That's the knockout. So we've taken 3 prize cards and we've softened up a Fez in that turn. That is a big, big turn here. And with some Gust, hopefully we can get a win. I don't know. I'm getting a bit excited. I need to calm down. It's only round 1, Sean. Chill out. They do conceal cards, though, and flip the script. I think the one thing I need to be the most wary of here is energy, because we could run short. Now, we do have a Fire, and we do have a Mila in the deck, so Mila can help with that too. We just need to use our energy appropriately here. They go for another research. Yeah, I was well off thinking they're not going to be able to get the energy for a knockout. Of course they're going to get the knockout. I think so long as I just return with boss, KO, I win, right? I still have Charizard to come with a big swing as well, so I could soften up. Or maybe I should have put 30 on a... Oh, maybe. Should I have put 30 on a Cerulean to, like, allow for Radiant Charizard to take a 1-hit KO on it? I'm not too sure. There's Secret Box. Bro, you've got 2 cards left in deck. You don't want to deck out. Hello? They don't play rods. They might just lose through deck out. I don't know about that. I do not know about that. How are you coming back? They have a Palpat. That's gone. Oh my God, you have no recovery. You lose, right? What, I just stick up? What's your energy? Oh, you have 1 jet. Okay, it's not done just yet, but I could effectively trap this Palkia at some point, and I maybe will seek to do that next turn, I think? Maybe. I'm going to Night Stretcher now, though, and just get my Radzard out, so I can Night Stretch for that once this Blissey goes down, which it will, and then I need to, like, soften up. So I'm going to use my... Or thin out, sorry. Oh my God. Ow! I'm a little concerned that they're going to Iono me. That's my worry, right? Have they used their Iono already? Have they burnt it? They have. So they can't Iono me. I think I just boss up Fez, take it out, and try and get Charizard as the final attacker. Or even if not, just... Oh, actually, wait. Wait, have I done this wrong? I still need a boss, right? Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, they're only doing 310. It's only doing 310. I can Iono them and get another... I have another Rigid Band in deck. Okay, all right. Hold on. Sound the alarm. We're at the end game now. What can I do? Mila, wait. Oh my God. No, that can't get me the KO though. That can't do it. Mila doesn't get me that. I'm hitting 250. Oh my Lord. I'm going to go for a Pokegear. There's Arven. It really depends if we have that Rigid Band in deck. I'm pretty sure we do. That Rigid Band's going to be massive, but they could have a boss. They could boss me. What's their boss count? How many bosses have we seen? Oh, they've definitely got boss in hand. There is no way they don't. I don't think we're going to get this. I think we're in trouble. All right, let me Nest Ball, see what's going on. Oh my God, we don't even have Rigid. No, our final prize card's a Rigid Band? No way. You've got to be kidding me. That card there, this card is Rigid Band. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. I needed that boss. That boss would have been huge. I think I've played myself into this, haven't I? I think I have. Well, we're going to go down fighting. Let's go for a Mila, and I'm just going to punch. That sucks, man. I don't have any other way. Charizard's not hitting enough. I can't get Roaring Moon out for a one-shot. It is just unfortunate. Just unfortunate prizing. But at the end of the day, that was pretty close. And against the deck, we're really not geared towards. I think I should have just bossed this up. I think I just stuck up the Palkia, but that's that. GG. Well, what do you know? Not only was the first game a poor matchup, but my misplays came right into effect, losing me the first game. But that's okay. It's only 1 round. We move to the next one. Now, for the sake of the video not being ridiculously long, I'm not going to include all games played, and round 2 was one of those games. And so to briefly summarize what happened, we matched up against Dragapult EX. Now, you'd think this might be a bit of an easy matchup, but it's Dragapult, my friend. It's the best deck in format for a reason. And after fighting tooth and nail to get a win, with only 1 more turn needed to win the game, time sadly wasn't on our side, as it did indeed run out, resulting in a tie. And so here we are, starting the tournament with a pretty rough record of 0 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. We really need a win for the next game, so let's hope we get a good matchup, eh? Otherwise, it's not gonna look good. We have next up a Goldengo. This is literally the worst possible outcome. 2 decks we wanted to avoid in the first 3 games. Crazy. And you know what's even worse? We are going first. Oh, this is the worst case scenario, and we're going to play it. So strap yourselves in. Hopefully we can pull something out of the bag. This is where Radiant Charizard really will shine. I need Charizard to come in absolutely clutch here and just try and take out these Goldengos as soon as possible. The hand as well, everything is bad. This is terrible, but we're going to play. Just a pass from us, I'm afraid. They do play an Arven, and they're likely just going to get themselves set up here. With a Puffin and a TM Evo, is looking good. They do get the 2 Gimme Gold down here, and they do get the energy for the TM Evo. Do I evolve into Blissey here to try and accelerate the process of getting Zard out? They take 2 prices. All I need is free energy. He says with 0 energy in his hand. Maybe I'm speaking too wishfully here. So this Goldengo is the Energy Search Pro one. Of course, it's going to be... it's just not good, is it? It isn't good. Roaring Moon doesn't feel great. Nothing here feels good. Everything feels very, 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 very bad. So I'm just going to come up here and we're just going to have to pass. That is terrifying. You can't have the worst matchup, the worst start, as in going first or second, and then literally the worst opening hand in one game. That is poetically bad. Let's see how much further into chaos this can go, huh? Let's keep an eye on it. There is a coin bonus coming in, and they get a Pokestop out too, which will get some good juice there. There's a Superior. Maybe they're struggling a bit to get their energy search out. We'll see though, because that's quite a immature Pokestop, so to speak, because you had an extra coin bonus coming in. You know, you could do a bit more. So it is, especially, yeah, this is very strange sequencing, which only makes me feel better about myself. There's the code. There we go. As soon as you play that, as soon as you see that supporter come out on a Goldengo in the active, they are taking a 1-hit knockout. It's as simple as that. Thankfully, not on a Blissey EX. As I said, I did entertain the idea of just Blisseying up, but I think I just want to be a Charizard deck right now. I will happily let you take out this Blissey if I could just Charizard and just constantly recover it and get energy on it to just 1-hit KO your Goldengos to like finish off the game. That would be amazing. But that's like really like a backup strat. That's not something we want, but we might have to do. There's the Earthen Vessel here. I guess they don't need to go for Energy Search Pro right now. That's definitely true. So yeah, maybe they're just not going to opt into using that A-Spec just yet. But I do make it rain, and that is a 1-hit KO on the chin. No, it's not. What? Well, I've not got much anyway. So, you know, you're clearly fine. Saw me out, Pokestop. That's better than nothing. Actually, it's literally nothing. What am I talking about? It's better. Do you know what? Do you know what? You come up. All right, up you come. And, I don't know, man. I don't know. Why am I getting everything bad? It's one thing bricking. It's another thing bricking against your worst matchup. But I'm not complaining. I'm actually just flabbergasted. And you don't see me use that word often. Coin bonus coming in. And they go for another coin bonus and a buddy puff in here just to get more Pokemon out. Why wouldn't you? You have all the time in the world. There's a Gimme Ghoul, Pokestop as well. What are the odds? What? Look, you know you're having a bad time when you're relying on deck out, but what are the odds? What if they just play? Just play, drill through their deck, and next thing you know, I try and trap something, you know? No, that's not a thing. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Got Archibald coming in. I mean, what more do you get into play here? You get a Fez down? Maybe a Greninja? It's a Greninja. Interestingly enough, this isn't playing Palkia. It is just a straight Goldengo with like support Pokemon. So it's a suboptimal Goldengo build for sure. There's the Search Pro. All right. They get their energy. Maybe they're trying to work towards a boss KO maybe? Unless they have played... No, they haven't played support yet. We know they've got Code Breaking, but they haven't played that. I'm assuming they're trying to dig for the boss KO on Blissey, which makes sense. There's a Superior. That is, what, 2 Superiors down? No, just the 1. Okay. Hey, at this point, my opponent's basically playing Solitaire, but in Solitaire, you can also lose. So I'm not going to sit here and say game over because my opponent could play themselves. And I'm trying to keep an eye out for that. It's just... they're not doing it right now. There's the Cypher Mania. Okay, so they're preemptively playing it. I'm sure they were just looking for boss and they didn't get it. So that's fair. And they're probably just like getting bosses to the top of their deck right now, to be honest with you. Because I'm definitely not giving them Blissey just yet. I'll give them another monkey and we'll just see where we go from there. Let's see. We'll get the monkey up and just please, I just need to... I should top deck something good. Eventually... Oh my God. You have to be kidding me. You can't do this to me. All right, if you get rid of a Mila, I'm done. I'm finito. Okay. Right. This is mockery at this point. I'm being made an absolute fool here. What do you want me to do with this information? Oh, okay. I would power pad, but it's nothing to power pad except for a bloody boss. I'm going to Ultra Ball away Pow Pad and Blissey. I'm getting another monkey in, and I'm trying to survive, bro. I'm trying to stay alive. What is this? We'll bring up a Gimme Ghoul and end our turn. If they Gust KO Blissey, it is Radiant Charizard territory. Just not yet, you know? Maybe I should have Night Stretched for an energy, thrown it into play so it's something to do, but what I need if they do Gust KO Blissey now is basically a fire energy in a discard pile, which hasn't happened yet, and a Mila to be able to get an attachment plus fire to then 1-hit KO Goldengo, and then just Night Stretcher things back as much as I can, and just try and go for triple Radiant Zards, basically. That's the only game plan I have left. I could have attached to the Blissey, but my main concern is, like, they likely have boss KO. So if I just Night Stretcher attach to Blissey and they boss KO it, it's a waste of a Night Stretcher, which are crucial for reusing Zard. So I've just opted out to not do it for that reason. We'll see. There's another Night Stretcher coming through. They do get another Goldengo. They're triple Dengo now. Is there a world where they overplay and deck out? There is, because the only recovery they currently have is Pow Pads. We haven't seen that yet, so they could use that to prevent deck out. There's the boss. They don't have Iono or anything like that, so they can't shuffle back into deck. There is a world where they deck out, but the odds are so low, and I don't think they're going to actively play into that. So there's a Superior, and if we get nothing off of this, which has been the trend, probably we can get rid of the Pokestop. Getting rid of the Pokestop smart, because I can't use it then, and I can't try and get out of what my hand is. They're not going to do it. I get that to save an energy. That's fair. So I'm happy with that, but really, it's not much to be happy with. I've got 34 cards in my deck. They've got 8. And my deck draws 2. Do you know what? No complaining. No complaining. We're going to chill. Lord, I wish I had a Mawile. All right. Top deck, please. It's bound to happen. It's a Sharon's deck. Oh my God. This has to be the worst game I think I've played in my literal life. There is nothing that's topped this. Are you ready, boys? Pokestop punishment. There's the... Bro, you can't. That is ridiculous. You're having a laugh. I can't. You can't. That is ridiculous. The Mila, Arven, and Iono all gone in one. And I was top decking the Mila the turn afterwards, I think. That is disgusting. Well, it can't get worse, right? It can't get worse. It can't. I'm going to hold on to whatever hope I have left and throw that Zard down. I don't know. Bro, that's crazy. That is disgusting. I knew we were going to have some tough games. We're playing a deck that's a bit out of favor, but blimey, I did not expect that. There's another Superior. I wonder if they're going to dig for boss again. Here's the thing. Psychological plays now, you see. What if they dig for boss to try and gust this threat? And they're like, oh, yeah, we got to take that out. And then they have to dig a little bit more. They coin bonus, and then they deck out. What? No, they're going to just recover boss and just... I don't know what I'm hoping for, but I'm hoping for a misplay to fall in, bro. I'm hoping for a miracle. I really am. What's crazy, if we just had that Mila before, we could have actually won the game still. We could have been ahead on the prize trade and just Zard. We could have done that. But now it's kind of out of the picture. Well, actually, it really depends if they have the resources to see the game through. Like, can they take out 2 more Zards? Do they have enough? I mean, there's 3 Superiors down. No other form of energy recovery. They just might not have the resources to finish. That's an interesting question. And I can actually force a Roaring Moon in their face the turn afterwards. We could be looking at a situation here where we could... Oh, God. Still garbage. Where we could still get a win if they just burn through resources to finish me off. I mean, they need 4 energy to take me out. They only have 1 form of retrieval left over. What if they... Hold on. There's hope, boys. There's hope. There's hope. I mean, it's very small hope because they could just Pow Pad boss and boss monkeys and that's less resources. But they still need 3 energy. Oh, we could coin bonus. Okay. Actually, maybe I should have Night Stretched for a Chansey. Oh, maybe I should have Night Stretched for a Chansey to give him a Blissey to make him work even harder for a 1-hit KO. But I'm just thinking, maybe I should have got a Chansey and just tried to go for the wall strat. I don't think that would have made much of a difference though. Well, yeah, it would have. It's 1 more energy difference, but they pass. No way. No way you just pass. Please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I beg you. Please tell me you're out of juice. That's huge. Well, no, it's not. Actually, I can't recover that energy because I need my Night Stretcher right now to get Blissey out if it fails. I'm going to Ultra Ball here, and we could really do something. This could be massive. I'm going to Chansey. I'm going to put that down, and I'm 2 going to pass. We can Night Stretcher for Blissey if they take out the Zard. Are we really going to win on just deck out? No way. Oh my God, they conceded! How did we win? What the hell was that? It is the worst possible game you could ever get. And what do you see on your screen? Victory. That is insane. I am stunned. I have no words for that. And we still have so many games left. Such wise words from my handsome past self, wouldn't you say? Well, what I would say for sure is we are right back in this with a win finally on the record. And with the feelings high and the vibes at its peak, we headed into the next game. And it was against Dragapult. A chance for redemption, you might say. But that chance sadly was not on the table as we simply bricked, being unable to keep up with the consistency of Dragapult, leading to our second loss. That was a blow for sure, but I was still determined and ready to take on the next challenge. A loss here, however, would for sure mean that our goal of getting top 8 or even top 16 would be over. Do we get the win, you ask? Well, you're just gonna have to wait and see. This is 100% winnable and in fact a great opening hand. We're playing against Gouging Fire with some crazy stuff in it. You've got a 1-1 line of Skellydirge EX, you've got a Moltres in here, you've got one line of the Dunsparce in here, you've got a Dusknoir line in here. We are at the interesting part of a tournament where when you lose a few games, you come up against the crazy decks. Right, this is looking very good. We already have Turbo Energize. I mean, things are looking very good right now. So I'm going to get myself, in this case, it might actually be worth getting Counter Gain because my opponent is likely getting a swing and a KO on this Chansey next turn. So Counter Gain might be the play. Let's see. We'll go for a trolley here. We'll get... Do I just go... Oh, wow. We've priced 2 Chansey. I knew there was going to be a downside. There always is. I'm going to get... not Radiant Zard. Radiant Zard could come into play now. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no to Radzard. And I will just Turbo and Energize. I wanted to Vessel, but do you know what? We'll just go for the Turbo Energize here, and we'll put 1 on the Chansey, 1 on a Monkey. So if they do get a knockout on my active, I do have I have an instant response with Blissey. This deck, though, can one-hit KO me. It just needs a lot to get there. That's the thing. It needs either Dusknoir or Skellydirge. So it has 2 outs to do that, but it's whether they can find it is a different question, because there's a lot of work, mate. They do just straight up boss. Are you struggling, my friend? You having a bit of a hard time? Oh my God, they're having a hard time. Listen, I feel bad for you, bro. I've been there. I have very much been there. But, hey, listen, bro. The game's the game. We have to move. I'm going to get some energy, and I'm going to go for an attack here. I will retreat the fire. Because you can go for the old Mila if things go a little bit wrong. We'll happy switch from the Monkey Dory to the active, throw a Rigid Band down. You have to get something, mate, or you just lose. But this is a really good start for us and a really bad start for them. Do you know what? I deserve this with the awful situations I've had pop up. Granted, maybe, just maybe my wrist plays played a role. But, you know, that aside, I'm looking pretty happy. Pretty happy that we've had this kind of an opener. I think it's deserved. I beg you, just pass. Please, give me the free win. Please, go on. Give me a win. Give me a win. We can do it, bro. We can go on a run here, and this would be a really nice start to a run. Just pass. Just end your turn. Oh, my God, they passed. What? Okay. Yes, baby. I'm taking it. All right, after the hell I've endured today, I'm taking that and throwing it straight in my pocket. GG's, my friend. Lucky bonus. I could have lucky bonus as well. GG's. Next round. Whoa there, Johnny. Slow down your horses a little bit, won't ya? Yes, we did indeed get a donk, technically giving us a free win on the board. And as I said during that small game, a good run now would indeed guarantee us at least top 16. And so the next round was in sight. Except there wasn't a next round. I, for one, did indeed join this tournament being told it was an 8 Swiss round. However, I found out last minute, just like all the other players, that because there was 60-odd players in this tournament and someone actually did go 5-0, that's 5 wins and 0 losses, definitively winning the tournament, they were going to end it right then and there. I know, it came to a shock to me as much as it did to you. I really wanted to go on a full run. But sadly, that is where the tournament did indeed end, with us getting a record of 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie, landing us in 20th place, 4 spots away from top 16. And what really adds salt to the wound is that tie that we got. If it were a win, we would have guaranteed top 16. We would have achieved at least our secondary goal. And I think we really could have got there because I was really starting to get into the groove of things. But it is what it is. That is the nature of the game. But don't let this turn your eye away from Blissey EX. I think it really is a good card moving forward and something we at least need to give some attention to. So definitely try it out for yourself. Make your own list if you will, but of course my list will be in the description down below. If you could genuinely leave a like, that would be so good because I put so much time into this video and it tells me that you want to see more rogue decks actually taking part in tournaments. But with that, I will take my 20th place trophy, if that is to exist, and now it does because I want it to, and put it on the shelf ready for the next one. Do take care of yourself and peace.